high school good humor. They say I'm out of my mind, standing on the outside, but it's cooler, it's fresher. I like it here.
Hey everyone, welcome to today's video. I am so sorry that I have not been uploading regularly these last few months. There's been a lot going on. My husband had surgery. My mom is really sick, so I was going up to Canada more frequently. And I just also became just super nervous getting back into filming, because when you don't film for so many weeks, it just feels so awkward to sit in front of a camera again and just be basically talking to yourself. But you know what? I thought I would put my big girl pants on and I would just get over my fear and just get back into filming, because I really did miss uploading every single week and having that connection with you guys. So today I thought that it would be fun to share with you guys some of my favorite Canadian snacks. Now, every single thing that I got from Canada when I went up there this last time to visit my family is all stuff that is not available in the States. So whenever I get these cravings for these snacks, I have to wait and stock up on them when I go up to Canada. Now, some of these are not so much my favorite things. I just bought them just for this video so that I could share with you guys some of the special snacks that we have in Canada. So if you know me, then you know that I adore ketchup, chips, pretty much ketchup, anything. And ketchup is the flavor of Canada. So it's not a flavor in snacks that's available anywhere else in the world. It's exclusive to us. So pretty much I think in every country there is like an exclusive flavor. I think Lay's chips is the one who started doing this, which is really kind of cool. I could be wrong on that. If I am, correct me down below. But pretty much every country I feel like has their own special snack that no other country carries. So Lay's has two different ketchup flavors that they make. This one is the regular ketchup, which is a lot more vinegary, and then this one is the old-fashioned ketchup, which is like the Ruffles chip, so it's a lot thicker in consistency than this one. This is like your classic kind of thin chip, like the ones that they make, you know, for sour cream and onion, or for the barbecue chips, or for just the regular classic salt chips. So that's what this one feels like. And this one is a lot more vinegary. So if you enjoy salt and vinegar chips, you would probably really love this. And then this one is a lot more sweet. So with the regular ketchup, the chips are like a lot more thin. They look like this. So these ones are a lot more vinegary. If you like salt and vinegar chips, you would probably really, really like these. They're definitely very tangy, and I just love them. I've taken these to work so many times, and they're literally one of those types of chips where if you have one piece, you just keep eating it until all of a sudden the bag is gone, and then you're very sad. The second one, which is this, the old-fashioned ketchup. This one is a lot thicker of a chip. It's ruffled, and these ones are a lot sweeter. These ones are my personal favorite. So this is what that one looks like. If you like, again, ruffled chips, and if you like kind of like a sweet barbecue chip, this kind of tastes very much like a sweet barbecue type of a chip, but more tomato-y, if that makes any sense. Oh my gosh, I love these so much. I've taken these to work with me a couple of times, and my manager is obsessed with these. She cannot stop eating them when I take them to work. So between these two, this one is definitely more my favorite. I like the sweetness of it. And I like that the actual chips are a lot thicker. So another exclusive favorite. So this is another exclusive favorite. This is another exclusive flavor that we have in Canada, and this just started being carried here in the States. I keep seeing it pretty much in all the stores, like Walmart has them all the time now. Is this is called Ruffles all dressed. So I don't really know what the flavor on these is. It looks like it's like pepper and onion and salt, but again, it's very vinegary in flavor, and I really like these. I wouldn't say that I like them as much as the ketchup chips, but they're definitely very good. I really like these. So they look like this, and I don't know, they just have this really cool, almost like barbecue vinegar kind of a flavor to them. I really like these too. But I definitely love the ketchup chips way more. You guys have no idea how difficult it's been not to get into these snacks. I've had these sitting in the kitchen for like the last 2 weeks. And oh my gosh, it's been very difficult not to get into them. Alright. Another thing that I see up in Canada all the time, but I don't see these here in the States very often, is the Sniders pretzel pieces in cheddar cheese. I see the honey mustard and onion, which is one of my favorites, all the time, but I don't usually see these ones. So I'll usually get a bag of these when I go up to Canada, if I see them handy in like a Save-On Foods. But these actually honestly don't look very appetizing in the package. They almost kind of look, I don't even know. So if you've never had these before, they're just like big chunks of pretzel pieces, almost like breadsticks. And they're coated in cheddar cheese powder. They're delicious. They're very crunchy. So I like to kind of let it melt in my mouth a little bit before I start actually chewing on it, because sometimes it can be a little bit hard on your teeth. But these are awesome. I was on a road trip a couple of years ago with my husband and my brother-in-law, and he suggested getting some of these because we were up in Canada, and he said that he really liked them. And I've been obsessed with them ever since. This one and the honey mustard onion are like my 2 favorite things ever. So good. Alright, that's one bag done. Now, oh my gosh, there's so much in here. I'm basically eating lunch right now by eating all of these snacks. I have not had lunch yet today. Alright, another thing that we have, the States doesn't have, is Nestle Smarties. Now, these ones are very similar to the regular M&Ms, I feel like. And they're just like colorful milk chocolate candies. And they're very good. I feel like they're a little bit sweeter than the regular M&Ms. And they're a little bit crunchier. But they just have the chocolate coating on the inside. They're very yummy. Where are these actually made? I'm curious to see if these are actually made in the States or not.
"20 minutes later."
Oh my gosh, it doesn't say where it's made. What the heck? Well, anyway, these are delicious. I really love them. I've forgotten how good these are. I actually haven't had these in a very long time. Okay. Next, we've got Bounty. Now here in the States, we have Almond Joy. These are basically like an Almond Joy, but without the almond on the inside. And I feel like the chocolate on this is like a slightly lighter chocolate, like it's a lighter milk chocolate. So I feel like it's a lot more flavorful. They look like this. There's usually 2 inside one packet. And they always have this like kind of ruffled kind of a texture on the front. And then they have little palm trees on the bottom of it that say Bounty all over. And then when you break into it, it's just super chunky clusters of coconut. Just like with the Almond Joy, but like I said, without the almond. We had these in Hungary too. This was my favorite chocolate in Hungary. Oh my gosh, they're so good. It just tastes so tropical. And I really do like these a lot more than the Almond Joy. The chocolate is actually a lot thicker than an Almond Joy too. So I feel like there's a lot more to enjoy. Okay, next we've got one of these, a Mars bar. Now, a Mars bar in the States is Milky Way. I swear to God, it's exactly the same chocolate. It's just named different. I don't know why. And we had Mars bars in Hungary too. And I noticed here in the States, the Milky Way is a Mars bar. And a Milky Way in Hungary was like a Three Musketeers bar in Canada, which is very, very strange. So it's like 3 different variations of a Milky Way chocolate. But we don't have this chocolate bar packaged like this here in the States. But see, it looks just like a Milky Way bar in the States. And it's just a caramel chocolate, just like Milky Way is in the States. This was actually probably my most favorite chocolate bar in Hungary when I was a little kid. When I was little, my father worked in Vienna, and he always brought me home Mars bars, Bounty, all the different Kinder chocolates, Mocha chocolates. I was obsessed. But this is very, very good. I've forgotten how much I like these. I actually haven't had a Mars bar in a very long time. Okay. Next, we've got Big Turk. This is a Turkish Delight chocolate bar. Again, it's made by Nestle. I have never seen these here in the States, but I really like them. I think Turkish Delight is a British thing. I could be wrong. I'm not 100% sure, but I do really like these. So the outside is just chocolate. On the inside is this really, really chewy candy that has almost like a raspberry perfumey kind of a flavor. But I really, really like these. They're delicious. All right, next up, let's go over all the candies that we have by this brand called Maynards that the States does not have. So we've got the Maynard Swedish berries, which are kind of like a raspberry flavored gummy candy. We've got Maynard's wine gums, and we've got the Maynard's fuzzy peaches. So let's start with the fuzzy peaches. Packaging looks like this, and this, I think, is my favorite gummy candy that's available in Canada. Fuzzy peaches. I freaking love them so much. They taste a lot like the peach rings that are available here in the States, but these are a lot more chewy, and the candy is like a lot thicker. So So it's like a sour peach candy, but see, our actual fuzzy peach looks like an actual peach. It's not just like a peach ring. And they're so much sourer than peach rings. And it's just got like the jelly candy on the inside. But these are so good. I love eating these as the candy when I go to the movie theater at home. Okay, let's go over the Maynards wine gums. Wine gum, I think, is a thing from England. Again, I could be wrong, but I've definitely seen a lot of different British versions of wine gum candies. And the only time I've ever seen wine gum candy here in the States is when I was at a museum that had to do with British history. And they had wine gum candies in their gift shop. And they're so freaking good. Now, they don't really taste like wine. They come in all these like different shapes. But they just have this like really yummy, juicy fruit flavor. So obviously like this one would be like a grape flavor. I think this one would be like an orange flavor, lemon flavor. But they are super chewy. Like they're like the chewiest gummy candy I've ever had. And they're very, very delicious. Oh my gosh, yes. It really like sticks in your teeth. And they have like different things like printed on the actual candies. Like this one says Cabernet. This one says champagne. Yummy. Oh my gosh, it's so good. It does have like a mild like alcohol flavor, but it's mostly fruity. It's the weirdest thing. Okay. Last but not least, we have the Maynards Swedish berries. They just look like little gummy berries, and they're very yummy. They're definitely not as chewy as the wine gums, and they're not sour. They just have this really nice raspberry flavor to them. All right, and then last but not least, we have Mocha Chocolate. Now, Mocha Chocolate is something that I ate all the time in Hungary. And it didn't start being carried in Canada for a very long time. I feel like they just started being carried a couple of years ago, maybe like 3-4 years ago. And the States does have a couple of Milka things. They do sometimes in stores carry, I've seen the hazelnut Milka chocolate. And I've also seen them carry the Oreo Milka chocolate bar. Those are very delicious. But these are like the classic full-on Milka chocolate bars. But Milka chocolate is like real Swiss German chocolate, and it's so rich in flavor. It is by far my favorite chocolate. So this one is hazelnut. This one is like a chocolate covered biscuit. They're almost like digestive biscuits. And then this one is just the regular Milka Alpine milk chocolate. And the logo or the mascot for this brand is the purple cow. So they are freaking delicious. I'm not going to open one now because I'm afraid if I do, I will eat an entire chocolate bar. So that's pretty much all of the snacks. Let me know in the comments below if you've ever tried any of these snacks before, which ones are your favorite, which one did you not care for, and let me know if you're from a different country, what flavor of special chips do you have in your country where you are from? So that pretty much wraps it up for this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel before you go so that you don't miss out on my future uploads. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys again in my next video. Bye!